Hey guys, Al DeMarco here, and this is going to be your Monday video report. A couple of free picks coming up in just a moment. Twins, Tigers, and the Dodgers, Brewers contests, plus money-saving discount coupon code that'll save you $20 off a single purchase today. Of course, tonight, preseason, week number one comes to a conclusion with the Houston Texans hosting the New York Jets. Let me give you the quick FYI here on how the preseason is played out. The straight-up winners are 14-1 against the spread. So if it was that easy to simply pick the straight up winners, you've made a fortune, not just this preseason, but the past two preseasons as well. Those straight up winners have covered at a near 95% clip total. Now it's pushing closer to a little over 96 after 14 of the 15 straight up winners so far have covered the number. And after a 5-0 sweep on Saturday, the home faith teams are 10-5 against the spread so far this preseason, and the favorites are 11-4 versus the odds makers, as they also won a perfect 5-0 on Saturday. And FYI, in case you're wondering, the only straight up winner who failed to cover the spread, the Dallas Cowboys, who rallied late to beat the Denver Broncos but couldn't get the job done here in Vegas. Now, tonight, as far as I'm concerned, it's my fourth straight NFL winner. I told you at the start of this preseason that I thought this was a tremendous money-making opportunity. Listen, you always have the advantage in the opening week of play. I don't care what sport it is. Opening couple of weeks, in fact, when you're looking at baseball and in the NBA, it's always that way. But here in the preseason, I thought that we had an advantage over the line makers because they absolutely knew nothing more about these teams than any of us out here because of the work stoppage, because of the lack of knowledge that they had. And as I've told you many times, knowledge is the key to winning in the preseason, and it has been an extremely profitable one. I've come out guns blazing, and really, as I told you, I thought this preseason would be a huge moneymaker. You know, last year in the preseason, I had two total plays. I've had three so far this preseason. I'm a perfect 3-0. I started off with a 15-dime winner on the Eagles over Baltimore last Thursday, came up with a 5-dime winner on New Orleans and a rout of San Francisco on Friday, and then gave you another 15-dime play on Carolina and Cam Newton's debut on Saturday. All three winners tonight. Hopefully, what will be NFL winner number 4 in a row, and it's another 15-dime release on the Texans-Jets side. Guys, the NFL run 86, 67, and 5 over the past 3 years for a total of 303 dimes. Now, 303 may not seem like a huge number, but as I always like to tell you, you have to put it in perspective. My rating system is very compact. 5, 10, 15 dime plays, 5 dime increments. 99% of my plays are rated between 5 and 15 dime releases. So 15 dime play. This is right up here at the top of the scale tonight on the Texans and Jets, just as strong as the Eagles on Thursday, just as strong as the Carolina Panthers on Saturday. And these 15 dime plays, guys, in the NFL the past 3 years combined, regular season, postseason, preseason, 35 and 20 run. And these are the same 15 dime plays in the past 2 years in the NBA. I'm on a 26 and 11 run, the same 15 dime plays in Major League Baseball that I've won 10 out of 15 over the past 3 weeks. So that's what I've got going tonight. Another hot handicapper, I would be remiss if I didn't mention what he's got going this evening. Anthony Red, tonight, the fifth ever 75-dime NFL preseason play of his career. Only the fifth ever. He is 3-1 with these plays so far. This is a 75-dimer, the second largest rated play of his career in preseason action. Anthony, all he's done for a $10 better over the past 6 weeks is won them $7,845. If you had bet $10 per unit that he's released, that's what you've won, $7,845 over the past 6 weeks. So a big play from Anthony Red coming up here this evening as well on the Houston, Texas, and New York Jets side selection. By the way, he's coming off a Saturday 2-0 sweep with NFL preseason plays, scoring with the Bears and the Titans. As I always like to tell you, I tell you the good with the bad. Scott Delaney, who's been one of the hottest handicappers here at the site over the past 5 months. Of course, on Saturday, hit a big 100-dime release, number 12 out of 13, with Cincinnati. I think it was a 13-1 win. Yesterday, came back with a 50-dime play. Looked good early, but the Angels couldn't get the job done. Could not seal the deal, but still, if you look at what Scott Delaney's done over long term, it's just been a phenomenal baseball season and a phenomenal 5 months as well. Now listen, your money-saving discount coupon code for today, it's kind of an easy one for you to remember and an easy one for you to spell as well. It is simply going to be 20 Broadway. 20 Broadway. 20 and then spell out Broadway. Broadway. No space between the number 20 or the word Broadway. 20 Broadway. Broadway. Put it all together and enter it in your shopping cart, and you'll save $20 off of any single purchase you make today. It's a one-time usage coupon. It's good only today. Listen, guys, you don't have to buy my plays. You can use it for anybody's play, anybody's package here on the site. It's a money-saving discount coupon code. Good luck. Use it. Save yourself $20. Now, as far as tonight's free selections, the first one is going to be the Detroit Tigers, minus about $1.45 to $1.50 at home against Minnesota. You know, the Tigers have really done very well playing in division play this year. 10 games over 500 on the season, but they have absolutely owned the Minnesota Twins. They've won 12 of the last 12 of the last 13 games in this series. They've won 10 of the last 11 at Comerica Park, including 6 in a row, and they're 8-1 this year against Minnesota, and in those 9 games they're averaging 6.3 runs. They're going with Rick Porcello. Now, I happen to go against Porcello and the Tigers in his last start at Cleveland. It was Jimenez's debut for the Indians, and they beat him up bad en route to a 10-3 victory. Porcello giving up 8 runs and 11 hits in 3 2/3 innings. But what you have to remember is, you know, everybody's due for a bad outing. Nobody wins 30 games anymore. Nobody goes undefeated for the season. Porcello had been on a great run. He was 5-0 with a 3.26 earned run average in his previous 6 starts. Hit a bump in the road against the Indians. I say he rebounds tonight against a team that not only his team, the Tigers, have dominated, but he is personally owned as well. He's 5-0 with a 3.26 earned run average in his last 6 starts against them. Among them, a July 24 start at Target Field when he allowed just 2 runs and 5 hits in 6 innings of work. 2.10 earned run average in winning 4 straight starts against Minnesota. 3 of those have come this season as well. 2.70 earned run average lifetime against Minnesota. So all the numbers certainly favorable for the Tigers and Porcello today. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they're going with Francisco Liriano, 0-5. 0-5 with an earned run average of 9 in his last 6 starts against them, including 2 starts this year in which he's given up 8 runs and walked 7 batters in 5 1/3 innings. Not really a good season for Liriano, even despite the no-hitter. He's walked 7 in 6 innings against Boston in his last start. Again, I'm going to go with the Tigers in this one. FYI, by the way, Twins starter Liriano, earned run average 5.36 lifetime against the Tigers. On the road this year, it's 4.17, and the Twins are just slumping right now. You know, this has been a team that has thrived in the second half of the season, but they've lost 11 of their last 13 games. After finishing June so strong, they have just tanked it here in the second half. The other team I'm going to take today is another home favorite. It's going to be the Milwaukee Brewers. They're right there at about $1.60 against the Dodgers. Now, true, the Dodgers are coming off a 3-game sweep at home against the Houston Astros, which I think they outscored the Astros 14-1 in the process. Why the Brewers aren't a heavier favorite here, despite the fact that they've won 15 of their last 17 at home, despite the fact that they have the Major League's best home record this season, 44-15 at Miller Park, is simply that they fail to get the job done in Milwaukee when the Dodgers come to town. As LA has won 7 of the last 8 at Miller Park, and in those 8 games, the Dodgers pitchers have held the Brewers to a .222 collective batting average, and the Brewers pitching staff has an earned run average of over 6 in those 8 games. Tonight, the Dodgers are going with Ted Lilly. He's lost, however, his last 3 road starts with a 5.71 earned run average. So even though he has also dominated the Brewers at Miller Park in his last 4 starts against them, 3-0 with a sub-2 earned run average, I'm going to go with the Brewers here, who are playing so well. Randy Wolf has won 3 straight starts, a huge win at St. Louis in his last outing. He's 5-2 with a 3.53 earned run average at home this season. Lilly has a 4.50 earned run average on the road this year and just a 2-5 record in those 11 road starts. Brewers get the job done along with the Tigers tonight, 2 home favorites. Remember, 20 Broadway, put it all together, 20 in Broadway, no space between the number and the word. That'll save you $20 off of any single purchase you make today. Good luck, everybody, and I'll catch you again on Tuesday morning.